Oh God, man. Even the cop already recognizes him. Oh God.
Good, because I do too.
It's a nice whip. I'll give him that.
How you doing, sir?
What's going on, man?
No, man. I'm Officer Becerra there in Police Department.
Yes,
the reason you've been stopped, sir, was ran your tags and shows no insurance.
Oh.
Yeah, do you got insurance and a driver's license, please?
Really?
Oh, man, I just rushed out of the house. Man, picking my daughter up from the school down here, man. I think I left everything at the house.
Even a driver's license?
Man, I just got dressed, man, tying my shoes up, dropping one kid off at school.
I'm surprised this insurance. You see him flashing money all the time.
I already got the back here, nigga.
You goddamn right I want to pull up, nigga. Shit, I'm on my way, buddy.
Well, I don't need this one. I just need a driver's license after this. I'll hand this back to you, sir.
What's in that thing? I ain't got it on me.
Do you have an ID or anything with you?
You want my license numbers?
When the officer arrived, Mr. White appeared to not have active car insurance, nor did he have his driver's license. The officer took his name verbally and ran it through the NCIC, National Crime Information Center system.
Charleston, first name?
Yeah, Charleston. Shoot, I rushed out the house, dropping CJ off, and left my mama. Yeah, goddamn. And I had, matter of fact, man, shoes. I want the new ID on me.
I want to give a little explanation before everybody that doesn't really understand. This is Charleston White. He's kind of a controversial public figure, and the controversy kind of bleeds into not only his podcast.
When I'm gonna fight you, my homies is dead. Your words don't hurt me. Fuck your mama. Nigga, fuck her.
Comedy.
You paid to see me, nigga. You paid to see me. Lakers, chairs, and wine ass, nigga. Pull out some money, though. Pull out some money, though. Pull out some money, though, nigga. Bitch ass, nigga, pull out some money.
But kind of his daily life, too.
What up, baby?
Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Shut your bitch ass up, nigga.
One of the things that I'm kind of eager to find out is if he's going to give him any kind of leeway or easygoing situation just because he knows him and he's some kind of public figure. In regards to Charleston White, he flashes money basically in everybody's faces in every moment he can.
I'll hit you on your goddamn head, nigga. Pull out some money, nigga. I'll hit you on your goddamn head.
Has very harsh opinions on everybody else's stuff. So you would think somebody this controversial or that makes a living off of talking shit, he would have everything up to date and everything in his life in order. So nobody is able to talk shit in him. That doesn't seem the case. So let's find out if the cop is actually going to give him any favor or actually give him any leeway just because he knows him.
Hey, when you said expired?
It doesn't have anything on the computer at all. So this is a valid policy, right? Old American?
It should be, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be.
All right, man. I'll give him a call. If they say it's good, then I'm good, okay? If they say it's not good, then it's going to be a ticket.
Man, God.
All right? That's how it is, man. We don't really play here in Irving with no insurance. It's automatic ticket, all right?
I understand. Well, you see what's on the back of my window, so I do a lot.
I hear you, man.
So I understand. So yeah, if it's not showing, it ain't showing. Baby,
Okay.
did you pay it? Yeah. She changed credit card, so go on and run it.
So are you saying it's not valid?
It's not valid.
Oh, man.
Okay. All right, man. Do you
How
have
do you
any
not have insurance?
outstanding warrants? I'm assuming not, right?
No, I ain't got
You ever been arrested for anything?
Yeah, man. Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
When was that?
Man, that was got into it with some gang members, man. A community activist came down into the neighborhood after making some threats, pointed a gun at them, man. So, to get them to leave the property, they went back and called the police on me. So I haven't been indicted yet. So.
Okay. Well, all right,
situations
man.
are situations.
Okay, dude. What about drug use?
Nah, no drug.
No drug use? Not even marijuana?
Yeah, I smoke marijuana.
You ever smoke in the car?
Last night.
Last night?
Yeah, last night.
You know if there's anything in there right now?
At least he's being forthcoming.
So don't dig,
and
dude.
he's
I'm
trying
just
to
asking.
cooperate.
That little guy? That's it? That's all you have?
That's all I got, man.
All right, man. Fair enough. Let me check on a few things, and I'll be right back with you, okay? That's a good driver's license number, right? And it's going to come back to that address? All right, bud. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back with you.
We already understand that there's an illegal weapon in the car, so he's being forthcoming. So the cop basically has no reason to search the car. He has less suspicion to search the car. So he's trying to play nice.
Smell like a little bit of weed, a lot of air freshener.
But no matter what, since it smells like weed, he's going to search the car.
He says he's been arrested for ag assault with deadly weapon in Fort Worth. He's still under charges for that. Just FYI.
I'm going to make a prediction that he has the weapon for self-defense, and I understand self-defense is when you're at a caliber of popularity and you're at a certain level, you have to basically be prepared for anything because people are crazy nowadays and they basically want to take everything you have.
Motherfucker.
So I understand him wanting to be prepared, but at the same time, you're a registered felon. I don't know if he's been indicted or not. I don't know if he's been actually charged or anything's been actually set in stone. I honestly don't think that he's allowed to have any type of firearm. So it does say that when he was 14, he was actually convicted of murder. So he was actually convicted and he has felony charges on him. In all reality, he's absolutely not allowed to have any type of substance on him, or he's not allowed to have any type of firearm, any type of weapon. I don't know if that involves knives or anything, because knives are a different classification of weapon, but I know for a fact he's not allowed to have any type of firearm. So my question is, if you're basically at this level, you have all this money, you have this status that you basically have to watch out, you have to watch your back in every type of aspect of your life, why are you not taking care of basic necessities that everybody has to take, so you're not put into situations like this where basically they have to check everything about you, and you obviously know that you're carrying a weapon, something that you're not allowed to carry, so you're putting yourself in a situation to get caught. So if you're basically at this level of success and notoriety, why are you putting yourself in this situation to get caught? Because now basically the next time you get released, they're gonna be on your ass even more for having a weapon, or anytime you have any type of self-defense thing, because I more than likely know that you're probably gonna get a gun again after you release, because it's your self-defense weapon. Or the smarter thing to do is to hire somebody with a loaded weapon to get some gunned security. There's a lot of things you could do besides putting yourself in situations to where you might get arrested. But if you are gonna put yourself in situations where you might get arrested, try to avoid any situation to where you're gonna get contact with the cops, like taking care of your goddamn insurance.
I don't know you're here, but he knows I'm here.
Not much, man. What's
Mr.
up?
White had a little bit of weed in there. He said he's been arrested for assault with deadly weapon. He's still facing the charges, so get him out in a sec. And
Okay.
search the car. I'm just trying to run this situation.
I think this aggravated assault is a newer charge. I don't want to call him dumb or stupid, but this is kind of like, this is basic necessities you got to take care of. Everybody knows that. I think he said something about his card lapsing or it not paying the actual bill.
Yeah. She changed credit card, so go on and run it.
Either way, have it connected to your debit
Hold on,
card,
you gotta call
not
Sean.
your
I
credit.
just got pulled over by the police. Okay, I got on the other line.
All right, Mr. White, you mind putting that down for now? So here's the deal, man. Since you got that little bit of weed on you, I got to search the car and your person, okay? Is there anything else illegal inside the car?
I got a little 25 on.
Okay, where's it on you? Okay, we'll just leave it there for now, all right? Anything on your
okay.
person?
So
Baby,
he
I
told
gotta drop
them.
the phone. Can I get my daughter situated while y'all do
Not yet, man.
Okay.
Where's your daughter at?
She's at the school. At
All right, yeah, not right now, okay? Let's deal with you.
Okay.
Good, drop her stuff?
Can I put this in the...
We'll just leave it up here.
100% forthcoming.
Wanna
That's the
hop out
only
for
way
me?
he can be, to be
I got a knife
honest.
in my pocket.
Okay, I'm just gonna detain you for now. All
Best
right,
way
you're
to
not
handle the
under arrest or anything
situation.
else.
Look at that lady over there. She's Mosa.
Okay. Just
Anything
gonna hold
else
on
on
to
you,
it,
buddy?
okay?
No, sir. That's it. Can of mace.
You said a can of mace?
Yes, sir.
Where's that mace at?
Right pocket.
That's a nice jacket, though. I'll give him that. He dresses nice. You got some
But I'm just
style.
gonna put it in the bag so I don't lose any of your stuff, okay?
Yes, sir. That's not illegal, is it?
No, it's not.
I don't mind him.
I want to make sure everything's out of your pockets, man, and then we'll go from there,
I
okay?
understand you guys' job, sir. Yes, sir.
He's not my favorite
Why you so
person.
prepared, man?
Man, I got a lot of threats, man. I went violent. I walked into the police department, man. After I do a lot of community work, and I went to the police department, man. A lot of killings going on in the city. Spoke out against the Crips and the Bloods. So somebody did a viral video of me saying that I snitched on the Crips and the Bloods, and it's been all across the country. So I've been getting a lot of death threats, man.
Okay.
On my life.
Where are you from?
I'm from Fort Worth.
Okay.
And my daughter goes to school right up here at the school up here, man. So I'm just coming to pick her up. Just dropped my son off at work. I run a community center out there in Fort Worth called Hype Youth Outreach. So I do a lot of work in the community, man. Stand against a lot of gang violence. So I get a lot of threats upon my life. So
That's good, man.
I've got over 100 threats, man, over the last. I just had to go to the police department and make some threats. So against the Harvey Street Crips, the Fort Trey Gangster Crips, and the Pyru Blood.
So you're out here trying to do good, and they're threatening you.
Man, my biggest, and then I embraced the police department, so I do a lot of community work on, advocating for.
Mr. White, can you face the car for me real quick?
Advocating for, better relations with us with the police department, man. And so my message is my greatest threat when I walk out of this door isn't a police officer that's looking to do me in the harm. It's not a Klansman. It's another black guy that looks like me. So I speak out against the black on black violence.
Can you join my partner
Oh,
back
no
there?
problem.
Yeah, just grab a seat right there, man, if you want.
Yeah, man. So of course I get called a coon. I get called a sellout. So if you let me show you on my phone, man, I can show you. I went. It's over 500,000 views, man, of me saying I'm tired of the gang violence. They're giving them. the kids drugs, they're giving kids guns. So man, my life's in danger.
What's this on?
First thing I want to say about the whole situation is I actually want to commend him for being so forthcoming about not only about the weed but the firearm itself, because he automatically knew as soon as he pulled over he was going to go to jail because he's a convicted felon and he can't have any type of concentrated substance or a firearm. So he was getting everything together, but as the cops were asking for every type of information except for the identifying information, I don't know if they're going to tack him on for that, but for everything else he was absolutely forthcoming with the weed, with the gun, getting out the car. Every question that they asked, he answered. No, he probably should have been forthcoming first off with the weapon because that's usually what the cops want you to do. But every question that he did ask, he answered fully. I didn't grow up in the ghetto and stuff. I didn't grow up in a good ass home, but like I had my own problems, but it wasn't too bad. But I think we can all kind of sympathize with him that he's grown up and basically been thrust into the situation to where he has to protect himself in not only his job life but his daily life, because like I said in the beginning, he's a kind of a controversial figure that basically says a lot of things that people don't like.
Get your little goddamn hand.
But also at the end of the day, I don't really understand what his main thing is, whether it's a podcast or it's comedy, but I've seen videos of him basically doing comedy on stage where he antagonizes people and basically gets them routed up by either showing off on them or talking unnecessary amounts of stuff on them. So yeah, I want to sympathize with him that he did grow up in a very rough situation, so he kind of does have to protect himself in some sort of aspect because that's the way he knows how to protect himself. But at the same time, it does seem like he does put himself in a lot of these controversial situations and he does provoke some very controversial people. Either way, I really hope that he stays safe.
Can you run the same individual all the way, see if he has a prior felony conviction with a gun in the car?
What the hell? Is that an ice pick? Or a screwdriver?
It's all over social media, man. My face blasted, mom's worried, kids worried. So yeah, man. I spoke to City Council Tuesday, made the mayor. Man, I do a lot of community work, so I'm very much well known in Fort Worth for the work that I do in the Stop 6 area. So, yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can find this community work. I'm curious.
I hear that's a rough area over there.
Man, that's 76105 zip code. Yes, sir. It's going to be rough in Fort Worth.
So is that where you're originally from?
Yes, sir. It's born and raised. Yeah, born and raised. Used to be a troubled kid myself.
Okay.
Used to be.
Made some bad shit decisions and choices in life, man. Ended up in the Texas Juvenile Justice Department. Spent most of my teenage life there. Got out in 1998. Haven't been back to prison. It wasn't until I started having children that I started wanting to do something different in life. Never been raised by a man. Never been spanked by a man. Never been disciplined by a man. I didn't first get a hug from a man until I landed in juvie hall. At times as a kid, going to juvie hall was okay, man, because I found a father. Got out, man. My oldest brother, he's serving a 99-year prison sentence for murder.
That's a damn shame. I hate that car noise when the key's out of the car and it just won't stop. Oh my God.
I had a loving mom, retired from General Motors, man, God, but that lack of thought, growing up in the black culture, you grew up believing that going to prison is a part of manhood. You watch dad go, you watch your uncles go, you spend a night over your buddies' houses, their dad's in prison. Nobody's coming back saying anything bad about prison. Nobody. You turn on the television, you see it, it's glorified in the videos, you put on your headphones, it's propagated in the music. So with that young, impressionable mind, you grew up thinking that's the life. So I went into the institution, man, never had been exposed to the gangs. Got into the institution and said, man, this gang shit is everything I'm looking for. So I joined the gang, started writing home, telling mom, I don't believe in Jesus no more. Took on that gang culture mindset. Thought we was hardcore, but as I got older, I realized, man, we were just hurt kids.
Did you find the gun? This boy got hundreds in his car and he doesn't have insurance. Come on, man. It ain't that hard to pay your bills. Maybe some car really did lapse. Maybe maybe it really did. Oh, damn, look at that. That's a pea shooter.
Got out in 98, man. My record was sealed. Don't have any felony convictions. But when I came back to my community,
No felony convictions?
American culture is negative, right? Everything that we get is negative.
Let's see.
The rap music. Master P had just dropped Ghetto Dope. Taught you how to cook crack from step 1 to step 10. So here it is. I'm locked up from 14 to 21. Man, when I get home, I'm still 14. Even though I'm 21, I don't know how to talk to girls. So I spent most of my 20s trying to find an identity, hanging out with this guys, hanging out with this guys, hanging out with this neighborhood, just trying to find an identity. And through fatherhood is where I found my identity.
I like his chains. It's nice.
Fatherhood is where I found identity.
So how many kids you got?
I got 2. I got a 16-year-old son and a 12-year-old daughter.
Okay.
Their mom just went to jail. They live out here in Irving. Their mom just went to jail, man. I think she was on the run for a couple of years for probation violation. So I got custody of the kids, married.
Damn, a couple years?
So finished my story, right? Went to pre-law school, went to Texas Western pre-law school, man. And just had a vision to work with children. Many of my buddies I went to school with, man, got locked up at 13, 14, 15, 13, 14, 15, and ended up doing 19, 20 years. So I started a youth organization. It's called Hype About Hype Youth Outreach. We started going back into the juvenile systems, going into the schools, working with the probation department. There was an incident that happened in Fort Worth where a woman by the name of Jackie Craig.
I'm not really sure. I can't really verify everything that he's saying, so I'm not really sure if he's actually doing all these community work. I don't know if he's doing all the goodness that he's saying. If he's actually not pulling this all out of his ass. It sucks that he makes himself such a controversial figure that all that controversy kind of overshadows all the goodness that you do. Like, as much as you want to not want to believe it, you can do a mountain of good, but you do a little bit of bad. That little bit of bad can overshadow that mountain of good because people focus on negative things more than positive. As much as it kind of does suck, it's just human nature to kind of always expect good things to happen to you. So when something does good to happen to you, it's more easily brushed off than something bad happening to you, because you never expect or want bad things to happen to you. So when something actually negative or bad happens to you, you're like, oh my God, this is terrible. I can never forget this. But in all reality, if a person has done a million good things to you, but actually does one bad thing, you should really understand that, people do make mistakes, or, it was just spur of the moment. There's many reasons that could actually be the reason. When you make yourself such a controversial figure, and when you make your shtick, when you make your job, the way you make money, being controversial, such as talking about women in very different ways.
That's why God can't trust a woman to lead nothing, because her emotions gets in the way of rationale.
Making your comedy very edgy and, targeted towards people, and it makes people very uncomfortable and not enjoyable.
Bitch ass nigga.
Or you just have these very controversial beliefs and thoughts that you want to share to people.
Today's women are delusional, really. They want to be expert on men, but they're poorly behaved women. Yeah, they good bitches. And yeah, they top-notch hoes. But they performance level as women.
Where in all reality, in every single aspect that you do, if you just tone down a little bit of your edginess, if a little bit of your seriousness, if a little bit of your controversial beliefs, then a lot of people would begin to recognize more that you can be more of a balanced person, that you do have your beliefs and you can be a controversial figure at times, but you do have a mountain of good things, and that regardless of everything you do, you want to be a good person and you want to do good things. But because you're such a controversial figure and you basically try to cause turmoil to start people talking about your name and to get attention, and you cause a ruckus in a lot of the aspects that you're involved in, it causes people just to focus more on the negative things and bring up more of the negative things in your past than to focus on any of the positive things or bring up any of the positive things that you have done. And when you want to bring up and try to make a point of everything positive you have done, people are just going to make a point of all the negative things you've done, because no matter how much you try, the negative is going to overshadow the positive, and that's just a human thing. In the videos that he's not talking shit and talking mess on people and making people kind of feel bad, he seems like a very genuine, cool guy, and understanding of the meta of how life is actually supposed to work compared to societal norms nowadays.
If we riding in the car, nigga, you sell dope and I don't, and you got dope on you, and it's a question of who dope this is, I'm willing to say that's his dope to be here for this baby.
He does make some good points on a lot of things, but at the same time, he also has that edginess and that attention seeking, that I'm going to say this controversial thing to get attention, and no matter, I don't really care how it makes people feel. He also has that bug in him. So I guess that's all really social media influencers and everybody really trying to get up in life and that type of aspect. But you have to understand it has side effects. It overshadows all the good things and it just amplifies the badness. It's just how it is.
Son, she was arrested for calling the police to grab the son by the neck. That is where I learned to embrace the police department, rather than aligning with the African American community with the hate. We hate police, we hate police. I thought it was a great opportunity, man, for us to bridge the gap. So I took a chance, man. I started meeting with, at the time was the president of the Police Officers Association, a guy by the Rick Van Houten. I met with him. Chief Joel Fitzgerald was the chief at the time. I started developing a relationship with Deputy Chief Hauser. Chief Krause, who's now the chief at the time. I literally started developing genuine relationships with them. So I embraced when they brought the procedural justice to the city. So I sat one time in a meeting and I heard our department.
One second, Mr. White.
Yes, sir. I heard our department explain what procedural justice was to the African. I heard all the pastors, man, they was rejecting that shit. So I'm saying, man, they're supposed to be Christ-like men. It didn't sit right. So, man, I stood up and my mother pastor was in there, and I said, say, man, all of y'all complaining, but excuse my language. I said, man, we don't see none of y'all niggas in our neighborhood. All y'all don't speak out against the gang violence, the black, we don't see none of that, but all of our mothers. So I was shunned by my community.
It's not even that big of a gun either. That looks like a really strict self-defense weapon. Usually people that want to show off and like they want to show the bravado, they get big guns or like these very technical looking, assault rifle basically type guns. But that's the most basic, probably $50 gun he could buy. That it doesn't look like he's trying to show off any type of aspect. He had it in the center console, so it looks like he honestly just had it strictly for defense.
But my city leaders embrace me. I'm a young emerging leader. I'm radical at times, curse. I use the N-words with my people, but I wake up every day to feed children, to right a wrong that I've done. I was with 3 guys who were, my money just flew out.
Here. That was it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The other one, that other money.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, you see the other money, it says for the
Yeah, I'm gonna shut the door, so there you go.
So yeah, man, so I started this youth organization. So here it is, I'm stuck in the middle between the department and the community. The community turned against me, but man, that's why I got that gun on me, man. So if you give me an opportunity, I can show you on Facebook. If you call the police department, I just went to gang unit and say, hey man, the Crips are threatening me, the Bloods are threatening me. You look at my videos, man, every day I'm up in the morning promoting fatherhood, saying, man, you niggas don't spend time with your father, you niggas is destroying our neighborhood. The Crips and the Bloods are our enemies. It ain't no gung-ho cop. How can we say anything about anybody when we self-inflict these wounds that we? So, man, I got a strong message. And so, man, my life was in danger. Malcolm died. Malcolm X. Black people killed him. As long as he was talking about white people. Soon as Malcolm started saying what we needed to do, that, hey, man, Elijah Muhammad is a pedophile, he's sleeping with underage girls, they killed him. They killed him. So whoever comes through the black community speaking the truth about black people, man, our lives are in danger. So you Google my name, you'll see, man, I do training with the United States Department of Homeland Security. I used to be a pimp. And I pimped on my children's mother. When I saw my daughter being born, man, God did something on the inside of me. I changed my life. Somehow, I would go to Eastfield College for year after year, and I would train in
I don't want to discredit anything he's saying. I don't want to call him crazy. I don't want to say he's straight up lying, but he's really trying to give an explanation and give some type of reason to justify him knowing that he shouldn't have that gun. Like, he knows he shouldn't have that gun, so he's trying to give some type of justification on why he has it. He's basically not trying to go to jail, which is something everybody in his situation would try to do. But at the same time, he's smart enough to know that regardless of the situation that he's trying to defend himself from, and no matter the people that he says are after him, he's not allowed to have a firearm. At the same time, I can't comment on the actuality and the reality of the situation. Maybe there are people actually following him, tracking him, trying to actually hurt him and kill him. You can't really judge anybody's life unless you're really in their shoes. But at the same time, I feel like there's a lot of other precautions that he could take besides having a firearm straight up. He has a knife. That's one precaution he's taking. But I don't really know if he had dark tint on his windows. He can get that so when riding through any neighborhoods, nobody can see in his car. He can have different cars to drive in different areas. Someone like him being as rich as he claims to be, he could probably hire some type of security, some type of hired gun. I feel like one of the reasons he actually just had the gun is because it's the cheapest, fastest way he can get protection, and up until now, it wasn't an issue. And maybe even after this point, he's probably still gonna have this gun. He's just probably gonna be even more careful about not being pulled over, so he doesn't get in the situation again. But if he does get in the situation again, he's gonna get more than likely prison time than he's what's gonna get from this situation.
Department of Homeland Security, DEA, and special agent by the name of Keith Owens. He heard me speak one time at Texas Western University. I do public speaking.
There's a lot of
I
things.
was for leading a group of children. We took someone's life when he was kids, man. Me and 3 buddies skipped school one day. We went to the Forum 303 Mall in Arlington. We ran out of Foot Locker with some jackets. My 16-year-old friend shot and killed the guy who tried to stop him. We became the first children in the state of Texas to fall in the Texas juvenile sentencing law where a kid can be sentenced up to 40 years. I got 12 years. And the only reason I didn't get 40 is my mom was financially able. My co-defendants, they was all tried as adults. One received 75 years, the other one received 99 years, went back on appeal and got 25. My 15-year-old friend, he died in a high-speed chase running from the police. I understood that I paid my debt to society. So I do what I do because I owe my debt to that victim. I'll forever have to owe that debt. So I wake up to work with children, man, with my life on the line.
I mean, that's commendable.
It's out of obedience. It's all like it's out of obedience. I got a vice, a little old bit of weed. I found a little blunt of weed. And I smoke a little weed at nighttime at the end of the day. That's it. Get my kids, pick my daughter up. I'll pick her up, picking the son off of work. We go home with the wife. I'm just passing through y'all city to get my baby girl.
Yeah, so you still currently live in Fort Worth?
Yeah, we born and raised. Yeah, okay. No, I ain't going nowhere.
So why do your kids come to school here?
Their mom live out here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, their mom live out here. We've been divorced for about 10 years now, man. So,
Damn.
Mom got an abusive relationship. I got full custody of my son. Daughter rather be with mom. It's kind of understandable. Mom just went to jail probably about a month ago. I think they just transferred her to the
Damn,
to the
that's a
safety
fucked up
program.
situation.
I think it's a drug treatment program, so they just transferred her, so she'll be there about 90 days. We got the phone or whatever. Grandma called me this morning and said, hey, can you pick her up today? My grandma's having an 80th birthday tomorrow, so I'm picking her up so she can help mom decorate the house, man. So.
Okay.
It's nice. See, when he's being all cool, calm, collected like this, he's enjoyable. Like, I love listening to him.
No, man, y'all see me every morning. I come through every morning. I see y'all blow at them. Crossing guards, blow at them.
So what's your name on Facebook?
Charleston White.
Charleston White?
Yeah.
Back to the car. What we finding? What the hell is that? There's a lot of cards or something.
99.
Woo, my boy, we finna have a party.
I wanted to do something one time, man. I just couldn't get no traction on it.
What's that?
I wanted to get like a little book, right? I wanted to get some officer stories and have you guys write a story about what it's like to be a police officer, right? So the name of the book or the project is going to be called Walk a Mile in My Shoes, right? You get some officers to write what it's like, man.
I don't really know if he's trying to save face.
Walk out that door, kiss your family, put their uniform on.
Or he's being serious.
Not knowing if you make it back home that night.
I have no
Then
idea.
I wanted some
I don't know how
children to
this
write
would
their
save
story
face.
about what it's like to grow up in some of the conditions.
But maybe he's trying to look good.
Kick doors in. And then y'all exchange those stories and get an understanding of what it's like to walk in each other's shoes. I wanted to do that, man, to humanize. I see you got a badge, but you don't have a typical badge of what we see. I wanted to do that, man, to humanize that badge that you guys put on, man. Who I am.
God damn, let's go. We having some fun. That one's half empty, or it looks empty. Nothing. It's all good. We all good.
All right, bud, I'm gonna hold on to this for a sec, okay?
Yes, sir.
That's a tiny little thing.
All right, so he's convicted felony in Oklahoma in '99.
Yep.
That was 20 years ago. I can't remember. Possession.
That's a shame.
Firearm by felon. After they've been convicted 5 years. Released from prison, found guilty. Texas cannot possess a firearm. Once the 5-year period possession is expired, felon can possess a firearm only where that person lives.
You know what I'm talking about? I just got jumped fresh out the shower. Been laying down, wash clean the shoes.
Oh.
Put this on, man. Drop my son off at work. He's working. I'm getting clean. Don't know if I'm gonna want to wear the jacket. Put the jacket on. I said, man, this jacket don't look pretty. So yeah. Friday, sun shining. Yeah, man. Pick baby girl up. We stopped, grab us a bite to eat. Yeah, next time.
You ain't getting no more food.
Freeze! Don't move. We don't run and get shot. We don't reach. We don't pull our pants up. So,
Mr. White, you said you've been talking about all these other gang members, right? That's why they're targeting you,
Yes,
and you're
sir.
keeping all these weapons, the shiv, the mace, the gun. Do you have any, I don't know,
man,
proof
please
of that?
take my handcuffs off. I can show you. I was just telling him. Let me show you. I went on World Star. I'm on World Star. That's the
World
biggest
Star?
internet. It's over 500. It's probably at 500,000 views, man. Man, please, let me. Someone took my. I had to go to the police department, right? The Harvey Street Ford Trade Gang. I'm a community activist. I'm very vocal against black on black crime. I'm very vocal against the Crips and the Bloods. So, man, I'm always taking a hit. Man, where you at? Pull up. So last week, I went to the police department. So they come to my live video, threatening me, telling me what I can't say, and all of a sudden they start typing threats. Where you at, bitch ass nigga? I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna see you. So nigga, that nigga told me he don't care about me going to the laws. He coming to get me. That nigga tried to call me this morning. Live on Facebook and said, hey man, I am being threatened. The police department know me. It died down. Someone got that video in harms of calling me a snitch, and it says Fort Worth man snitches. This is what the title says. Fort Worth man snitches on Crips and Bloods and drug dealers. The street Crips threatening me, man. Some big old fat dude named Fat Boy Clone. So I came up here to tell on the Harvey Street Crips. That they're the ones responsible for the violence over there on the south side, that they the ones getting the little kids, they the ones that's printing up the X pills with the fentanyl pills. So I came up here to tell them. They need to be eradicated and removed off our streets. So that grabbed so many people's attention. Man, I'm getting threats from all over. My mother called me, man. My wife called me. Man, I can give you the number to a gang unit office. You can call right now.
I believe that.
So,
I believe that.
Mr. White, do you know what unlawful
People are crazy.
possession of a firearm is?
I understand, so yes, sir.
Okay, you got drugs in the car and you have a gun.
I understand, yes, sir.
That's true. Yeah, that is true.
Any explanation?
The drug was from last night, man. The gun is because I just left the
The
house.
gun is going to enhance the drug charge.
I just walked out of the house. I understand you guys
You
got
also just got charged for that ag assault with a gun.
The threats are just, man, please let me show you my phone, bro. I'm not, please.
So here, real quick, before these tighten up, because I didn't deadbolt or double lock them, okay? I'm gonna lock them here, and I'm gonna put you in the back of my car, okay? Again, you're still not under
Look at that guy in the
I
background.
just gotta make some phone calls.
Suspicious.
Please, man, let me just show
He
you
has his
the
hoodie
world
up. He's
stuff.
trying to hide.
Okay?
Get him.
Man, please let me show you.
I hear you, buddy. One second. What do you think?
So he ended up being charged with possession of a firearm and then possession of illegal substances. It's kind of a shame that this situation went so well and he was so forthcoming and willing to cooperate with the cops that he put himself in the situation to get arrested. And not only get arrested, but he had a concentrated substance along with a firearm. And when you have those two in tandem, the substance charge ends up getting enhanced. I don't know if it needs to be a certain amount in order for the gun to be enhanced, in order for the gun to enhance the drug charge. But I know that in some type of way, if you have drug and a firearm together, then the gun is going to enhance the drug charge. But it sucks that he can't seem to find a different way in order to protect himself. Like I said, he could probably get a darker tint to windows or some type of security because he says that he makes all this money and he flaunts all this money in everybody's faces. So if he actually has this big bank account, like he actually says, he should probably invest in some real security so he doesn't put himself in this situation. Or at the least, he can get everything situated, like his car, his registration, transportation, his lights, his insurance, his goddamn smog. Whatever's gonna get him caught or initially inspected, he can have all that set, and then he could do whatever he wants. So he's not investigated and then charged with all this other stuff that they find. It sucks that he seems to be a really nice guy and he seems to put a lot of community work, but he chooses to be this controversial figure on the opposite side of the coin, and all of that overshadows everything he tries to do. Him giving a little explanation, him talking about his life, maybe that will open up understanding and maybe give other people a little more insight into his life. Oh well, I guess we'll see what people think. Either way, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. I'm not gonna say the whole damn spiel. I'm gonna end it here. This is my Frenchie. If you enjoyed the video, I'll see you in the next one. See ya. See ya.